Hello. In this video I was going to talk about Jiggler keys. Jiggler keys are a tool for trying to open locks, generally wafer locks. They're called Jiggler keys because you generally just jiggle them in a lock. I don't know if I'd call them taboo or not, but they're definitely like a low skill, very easy, like super quick learning curve to start opening locks with, but they're also extremely random. There isn't that skill. It's not selective, acting on individual wafers or pins, so it's very much random, kind of like raking. I would say it's even more random than raking. You have more control raking than you do with these. But these keys do tend to work on a lot of wafer locks and a lot of cheap locks. I have a video where my little brother, when he was about 2 or 3 years old, I show him being able to open a gun lock with these as an example of just how easy they are to use. There's a video where I open a brake pedal lock with one hand because you don't need two tools or two hands to use these. In another video I do Gone in 60 Seconds, I use these to open up my mom's, start my mom's old Jeep. So they work on a lot of locks, very easy to use, and I was going to go through them. I think there is some taboo because they're easy to use. There is definitely appeal to, criminal elements. It is, and in a sense they even look like keys. You could have these mixed into your keys. It's a relatively low risk item to be carrying with you. Some of these probably would not, you could argue they're not lockpicks if you only had one or two of them with you or something, depending on where you live and the states and the rules. So there's definitely appeal for criminal elements, but also from not only criminals, but people that are, lockout specialists or helping people get into their cars and their keys are just in the passenger seat. These are very quick, you just try a few keys real quick, see if it works, and it might save you a lot of trouble. So there is a lot of appeal to them. I'm going to just go through some locks real quick just to show you. I've got a little bucket of wafer locks, and just because they are really quick generally to go through, so you just slide it in the keyway because it's thin metal. It generally slides past the warding, and you just wiggle it up and down is the idea while turning, while applying a rotational force on it. So I'm just twisting a little, going up and down, and there you go. Open that quick. Going back the other way, jiggling a little, twisting. It doesn't want to go the other way as much. Oh, there we go. It's back. So you can see that was pretty quick. I wanted to measure this too while I had y'all on here. Just so you know. So I don't know if you can see that right there. I'm getting about 0.82 millimeters thick. Let me see if I can change the units there. 0.0325 inches. I think these Jiggler keys would actually work in more locks if they were just a little thinner. I think I got these ones from lockpicks.com. I don't know if somebody, there you go, makes another version. That's pretty quick. Doesn't want to close again. There we go. And close this. So it works on those three, and that's just trying one of them. There's another one I messed with earlier. This is like some sort of electronic switch lock. When I used this one, it didn't work earlier for me. But try another one. I'm not like going through all of them to test every lock I've got, but if you were just doing one lock, it wouldn't be crazy to go through the set, and there you can see that opened pretty quick. That's just the idea with them. Yeah. These ones I got from lockpicks.com. Also, didn't work with a few of the wafer ones I had. This one's actually just broken. It's just the keys jammed in there. But here's a set of locks. These are all cheap locks that are very cheap wafer locks that are all very easy to rake open. But the Jiggler keys don't work on them just because they don't fit. they're either too tall, or on some of them I think they were too, well actually this one it fits alright. Either too tall, or in some of them they were too thick for it. Which is why I think they could probably get a little thinner and still be usable. You might bend them a little more often, but it still might work. But anyways, you can see here, so out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 wafer locks I had in my little bucket, it worked on 4 of them. Without going through a whole bunch of, without trying every one of these keys. If I tried every one of these keys, maybe it would work on more of them. But I'm not going to do all that. But I mean, 40% success rate for jiggling 1 or 2 keys is, in my opinion, a pretty effective tool. Sorry, that might have been really loud. Also, just for context, here's the Sparrow's training set, the Sparrow's Wafers trainers. I thought, you know, this is a good example too, because some of y'all might have these. Here's the 3. Yeah, I can stick it in there, jiggle. There you go, that was open pretty quick. Now we're back. There's 1. When I tried earlier, it didn't work on the 6 or the 10, but I'll give it one more shot real quick just to see if we get lucky. Because that is part of it at the end of the day. This, I mean, it's jiggling. It's definitely not a science. It's just, there you go. So it does work this time. It's just, you know, light tension and jiggling up and down. So worked on the 3, worked on the 6. See if we get lucky with the 10. It didn't earlier with me, but you know, you never know. Generally speaking, it's much more a matter of luck if they start working on nicer locks. It's going to be more like the Jiggler key actually matched the real key. Alright, so I'm not getting that one open. Worked on the 3 and the 6. And then I also wanted to show you, sometimes it works on pen tumblers too. So here's a couple of generic pen tumblers. This is a no-name, I'm drawing the blank on this right now. Not laminated, maybe that's the word I'm looking for. No-name laminated lock. Let's see here. So this is a 4-pen laminated lock. Stick the jiggler in there. This worked earlier. Hopefully it'll work again. Wow. This one's feeling camera shy now. Let me try switching these keys one time real quick. Let's see if the slightly bigger round one works on it. Well, I'm not going to spend all day on this guy. So I'll take my word. It worked earlier. Maybe it'll work on this master real quick for us. Yeah, there we go. And that master 140, it popped it open pretty quick. So anyways, yeah, that's Jiggler keys. I do think that these would work on even more locks if these were just a little thinner. I've got a whole bunch of like TSA little luggage locks. Where these fit, like some of these ones, like this one right here and this small round one, they would fit in just perfectly if they were a little thinner. And I can definitely see their appeal both to, like, you know, actual locksmiths that are doing this for a living, trying to help people get in their cars quicker as an easy tool. And I can see the danger with the criminal element trying to, you know, look for a very easy way to get into a vehicle very quickly. I think nowadays with more electronics and alarm systems, these are less of a concern. Yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to cover with them. I think this is the same standard profile you will see a lot of places. I don't even know if there's any variation or if everybody's using the exact same set. Like, it looks, to me, it looks like the same thing I've seen other places. I find just these little like round ones right here tend to work a lot of the time. And so I'll play with those and use them. But anyways, yeah, that's Jiggler keys. These are pretty cheap items. I think they run from $5 to $8 ish, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I don't know that there's too much else to cover with them. Thank you for watching. Yeah.